Ladies and gentlemen, please make your way to your seats. Our program will begin in just a few minutes. Good evening and welcome to the A Better Chance Kaleidoscope Ball, celebrating over 60 years of providing access to transformative opportunities to the leaders of tomorrow. Please find your seat and turn your attention to the screen.
Over the past 9 years, I've come to realize that attending an institution like St. Andrews has not only placed me, but my entire family on a journey of self-discovery. Boarding school was a greater challenge than I expected. St. Andrews had rigorous academics, a tight-knit community, and put distance between my family, both physically and emotionally. It forced me out of my comfort zone and into my newfound world, where I led affinity groups like the Asian Student Union and the LGBTQ+ group. But I stand before you tonight not as proof of my own individual accomplishments, but as a testament of the power of family. I am who I am today because of the people at and beyond my table. They are educators, computer scientists, writers, and engineers. I am deeply honored and incredibly humbled to be receiving this ABC award on behalf of my family, the McAlintoll family. Not as a symbol of what a single scholar can do, but of how a family of scholars can be transformed by the power of education.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you all for joining us tonight, and welcome to the Kaleidoscope Ball. Please give a warm welcome to your MC for the evening, legendary CNBC reporter, Bertha Coombs.
I love that they're using a picture that's like 12 years old. Fabulous, fabulous. Welcome, everyone. How are we feeling this evening? Terrific. You know, yesterday I got a chance to go to the Seth Meyers show, and they have like a person who winds up the audience. So I want to see if you guys can get so excited that you might actually set off the noise on my watch. How are we feeling this evening? That is more like it. Welcome, everyone, and thank you so much for being here, part of this year's A Better Chance Kaleidoscope Ball. I'm Bertha Coombs. I am a recovering journalist. I just retired last December. Never say never about going back to work, but so far it's pretty good, and thanks to the likes of Courtney Gibson, I'm doing okay with my retirement fund so far. And thanks to this organization, man, I have been so fortunate. The poet John Milton said that luck is, or at least it's attributed to him, that luck is the residue of design. Well, my family came to this country 60 years ago, just a few years after ABC was founded, just after the Civil Rights Act. So many doors opened for me. I had teachers who said, hey, you should apply to this program. And I had parents who came to this country because they wanted a better chance for me. And so finding a better chance was like kismet. And I had the opportunity to attend Milton Academy thanks to A Better Chance. I'm honored. It was, the beginning of so many incredible opportunities in my life. Since 1963, more than 20,000 of my fellow alumni have come through this program, and they've gone on to become CEOs, doctors, teachers, scientists, public servants, actors, and even journalists, and so many other things. Their impact goes far beyond resumes, though, because they're shaping classrooms, they are shaping boardrooms, and they're shaping their communities and helping their families, bringing people forward. We know that talent is everywhere, but opportunity often is not. For more than 60 years, this organization has provided its scholars, alumni, and their families with access to transformational opportunities that help them grow into incredible leaders, some of them while they're still in high school. You are going to hear from some folks tonight that will blow your mind. Change doesn't always happen loud, though. Sometimes it begins with just one well-placed student. Your investment and support ensures that not only do we place these students, but we prepare and support them along the journey. How many folks here work in finance? I will tell you, here is my tip. It's not something you're going to find on Kalshi or any of the things. Investing in someone's education and growth pays the best dividends. It just does. Whether it's someone you mentor at your job or in your community, or someone you don't even know, just making sure that they have that opportunity to step up. Tonight we're going to hear from some of the future leaders, and I am telling you, I am so glad that I applied for this program back in the 1900s, because I don't think I could compete with these kids. We're going to hear from our 2026 award winners, Christian Rodriguez and Maggie Mercado, as well as from the winners of the John Vizentine Award, Hassan Shakit and Annabelle Harry. These young peoples, like so many A Better Chance scholars and alumni, are already creating impact as leaders in their community, on the field, even in the air. I'm telling you, they literally soar. And as entrepreneurs. These are high school kids, seriously, entrepreneurs already. We're also going to get to hear from our family award winners, the Bello family, who have embraced the full potential of A Better Chance community and illustrate the power of placement. And later this evening, you're going to hear from tonight's esteemed honorees. Courtney Gibson, the CEO of Retirement Solutions at TIAA, and Kurt Van Wagenen, who was the CEO of Summit Broadband, who served on the A Better Chance board for 25 years. So, on the menu tonight, you're going to hear some amazing stuff from the scholars and from our award winners. But every year, the evening also allows me and all of us, it's like a family reunion, coming back with family members you actually like. You know, I mean, we love our families, but sometimes. Looking out at all of you right now, I'm filled with such warmth. I see so many friendly faces, people that I've gotten to know here over the years and who are still steadfast and supporting this organization, and that really warms my heart. So to get us started tonight, I'm going to ask that folks in the back, we love your enthusiasm, but our first speaker has some really important information to impart, so I would love for you to just hold off for a minute and maybe give us your attention if you could. So to get us started tonight, the first member of this community that we'll be hearing from is A Better Chance President and CEO Francisco Tezen.
On behalf of our board of directors, our staff, and the entire A Better Chance family, welcome and thank you for being here tonight. Before I go further, I want to express my deep gratitude to our board of directors, led by Chair and proud ABC alumna, Sheila Marmon Hewer. As well as members of our National Advisory Council. Please stand, board members and National Advisory Council members, so we can honor your incredible, tireless service. And without our extraordinary staff, A Better Chance would not be the organization it is today. Team, please stand and take a bow. Every day, this team places hundreds of families and serves more than 1,500 scholars across more than 200 member schools in over 20 states. That is a remarkable achievement. None of this is possible without the generous support of everyone in this room and our sponsors and supporters. Thank you to our summa cum laude, valedictorian, and honoris causa sponsors, the Cantor Fitzgerald Relief Fund, Accenture, TradeWeb, the Morgan Stanley Foundation, Wells Fargo, Skadden, and Grain Management. And a very special thank you to the individuals who stepped up as sponsors at those same levels tonight. Rob and Ellen Fullerton, Star McDade, Lori and Peter Atkins, Kurt and Roxana Van Wagenen, Sheila Marmon Hewer and Steve Hewer, Daniel and Alexis DiBiasio, Adriel Williams, and Theo Killian. Thank you. We are deeply grateful for your support. And thank you for bearing with my bout of laryngitis here. If you can't tell by my tie, I'm a big Knicks fan, and I've been screaming at the TV quite a bit. Knicks in 5. But I digress. And the biggest congratulations to our honorees this evening. Congrats to Courtney Gibson and Kurt Van Wagenen. Thank you so much for your leadership. I also want to take a moment to share that this evening includes a special recognition of Todd Isaac, a proud A Better Chance alumnus whose life was tragically taken on September 11th. Tonight, we celebrate his life and his legacy and all that he left behind. And to our Scholar and Family Award winners, we cannot wait to celebrate you tonight. As I enter my 6th year as president and CEO of this incredible organization, I find myself reflecting on what it truly means to be a better chance for someone. Not the name, but the act of giving someone a better chance. It might be the people who opened doors for you, a teacher who stayed late, a mentor who made a call on your behalf, a professional contact or sponsor who said, "You belong in that room." Those moments, often quiet, often unremarked upon, change the trajectory of your life. And that is what A Better Chance represents. That is what each of you represent by being here tonight. Who was your A Better Chance? I know mine firsthand. I was a student at Packer Collegiate, one of A Better Chance's member schools. And what I learned, what I carry with me to this day, is that opening a door is not the end of the work. It is only the beginning. The real work is what happens once someone walks through. How do we support them? How do we help them not just enter new spaces, but help them thrive in them? And that question is at the heart of everything we do. We live in a complicated moment and complicated times. And the world outside these walls can feel heavy, polarizing, full of uncertainty, competing visions for what our country should become. I won't pretend that that doesn't exist. But I also believe that the most powerful response for this moment is found right here in this room. It's what happens when people who share a common belief and possibility and opportunity come together and refuse to give up on one another. That is the power of a community like this one, comprised of people from different backgrounds, walks of life, different experiences, united by the conviction that opportunity should never be limited to the fortunate few. The young scholars we serve remind us of that every day. Their stories, which you will hear tonight, are not just inspiring. They are a living testament to what becomes possible when we refuse to accept anything less. Investment in these young people and preparing them for gaining access to some of the leading middle schools and high schools in the country, and the scholar and alumni services that help them explore college and careers, that is not charity. It's an investment in the competitiveness of the future of our country. It is a profound articulation of our values as a society, and it represents something we need more than ever. Hope is what they represent. hope that the young people in our community will help lead us to a better place. And I am deeply honored to carry forward a legacy that is over 60 years in the making. A legacy that says a bigger world full of possibility, full of adventure, that belongs to every young person willing to reach for it. There are young people right now across this nation, brilliant, driven, full of potential, who simply haven't had someone reach back for them yet. Our job, our charge is to be the bridge, to make sure that no young person has to stretch so far for so long alone that they give up before the door even opens. So tonight, I hope you'll hold in your mind the person who gave you a better chance. And I hope you'll leave here thinking about how you might be that person for someone else. I'm so glad you're here. Let's have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
So remember how I said that investing in people pays the best dividends? And one of the things I learned early on is that if you reinvest those dividends, they compound and you get much better growth. And that's a lot of what our next speaker is going to talk about and what they do. The Power of Placement Award celebrates the profound impact that A Better Chance has not only on individual scholars, but really entire families, because it brings families to a whole new place. This award recognizes a family of an A Better Chance senior scholar whose collective journey has been notably transformed through the opportunities provided by A Better Chance. This year's recipient is Alexander Bello. He is a new alumnus, recent graduate of the Ethical Culture Fieldston School here in New York. He is also, but that's not all, he is also a Broadway and film actor and a filmmaker in his own right, sharing with us tonight his family's transformational story with A Better Chance. Please join me in inviting forward Alexander Bello.
Hi, good evening. Thank you to everyone for being here tonight. How are we doing? Everybody good? All right. So I would like to first say thank you to A Better Chance for putting together such a wonderful event and giving me the chance to share my experience with this truly life-changing organization. My name is Alexander Bello, and I'm the recipient of the A Better Chance Family Award. Now, A Better Chance has been one of the greatest gifts my family has ever received. True to its title, it provided us with just that, a better chance. I entered this program as an 8-year-old with an afro tall enough to account for the fact that I did not yet stand 5 feet tall. I now stand before you as a high school graduate and soon-to-be college freshman who likes cutting my hair now that I've cleared 6 feet. Growing up in the Bronx, I came from a family that deeply valued education but faced significant challenges accessing opportunities for me and my brother to enter certain spaces. I watched my parents work tirelessly and make countless sacrifices to give my brother and I the best chance for our future. One day, my dad, an educator, came home and told me and my mom about a program he had heard about. He didn't know much about it, but a friend told him it helped her son get into something 8-year-old me had never even heard of, an independent school. Looking back, that moment felt like a lot like Charlie Bucket getting the golden ticket in a chocolate bar. Within weeks of working through the Better Chance application process, a world of opportunity opened up for me, one I had never even imagined was possible. I was suddenly wandering through huge rooms filled with other kids, taking tests and learning about new schools and programs, trying to make sense of it all. Despite the rapid change, I felt the buzz of possibility. For the first time, my family and I weren't navigating the search for future alone. And by the end of the summer of 2018, I was whisked away to my own chocolate factory, the Ethical Culture Fieldston School. I spent the next 8 years at Fieldston learning and growing in ways that shaped every aspect of who I am. I'll never forget learning the word activist in my very first day there, then truly learning the meaning of it when I watched high school students organize a sit-in protest against inequity at the school. They founded Students of Color Matter and showed me how much power lays in young voices. At the age of 10, I was forever changed. Throughout the rest of my Fieldston journey, I made sure my voice was never left unheard. In middle school, I joined identity-based affinity groups and found communities I never knew existed. In high school, I served as the DEI editor of the school newspaper, began leading BSU, the Black Student Union, during my sophomore year, and helped them achieve their highest ever recorded membership. And I eventually joined Students of Color Matter myself. I went from being inspired by courageous student leaders who fought to ensure every student could be heard, regardless of the color of their skin or size of their tuition bill, to becoming one of those leaders myself. The beginning of my journey with A Better Chance also coincided with the beginning of my journey as an actor. In early 2019, I booked my first Broadway show. Since then, I've appeared in numerous Broadway productions, films, and television shows. In fact, I've stood on this very stage twice before, first dancing in a gala for Susan Stroman and then singing in one for Kenny Leon. Not only have I had the most, Tony-winning directors. Not only have I had the most wonderful experiences as an actor, I have also discovered the passion closest to my heart, filmmaking. From the moment I took my first film class at Fieldston in 8th grade, I was hooked. Most recently, I completed my short film, Hide, a project that uses horror to explore the impact of capitalism and racism on Black Americans. It combines art and activism in a way that reflects so much of what I've learned throughout my education. Without a school like Fieldston, with its extraordinary resources, opportunities, and support, I may have never been able to explore my artistic passions so deeply. And I may have never arrived at a place like Fieldston without A Better Chance. My mother, without question, is one of the smartest people I have ever met. Yet she spent nearly a decade working her way through college to earn her degree. My father spent almost 10 years pursuing his education as well, but along the way found stability in a career outside of the field he had dreamed of entering. After graduation, life's realities required him to choose security over passion. This is the reality for so many people, and yet here I am, standing on the shoulders of my parents, my family, my friends, mentors, and supporters as I am preparing to study film, my greatest passion in the world and lifelong dream at USC, the world's top film school. Now, to my mom, my dad, and my brother, thank you. Thank you for every sacrifice, every prayer, every late night, and every ounce of love you have poured into building the life that I get to lead today. It is really incredible, and I am so happy. None of this belongs to me alone, though. It belongs to all of us. And to A Better Chance, thank you for seeing possibility in the not yet 5-foot kid from the Bronx with a Jackson 5 afro and daring to believe that with the right support, he could become a straight A student, an award-winning filmmaker, and someone whose life is now overflowing with opportunity and purpose. I will never take that belief for granted. There are countless extraordinary young people with so much potential who simply need the support, opportunity, and someone willing to believe in them. Thank you for everything you do, A Better Chance, to ensure that they get that chance. From the Evans Bello family and from me, thank you for changing my life.
This award is presented to 2 senior scholars who have developed distinctive solutions to challenges faced by their school, community, or family, and are interested in pursuing studies and careers in science, technology, engineering, or mathematics.
In my life's journey, I encountered a guiding light, something that altered the course of my life, and that was A Better Chance.
A Better Chance created a community that has been my lifeline. It's been my academic incubator, my leadership lab, my second family.
Changing the world was a thought very far from me as a young Black girl growing up in Maryland. A Better Chance was a blessing from God that gave me the vision to see my full potential.
A Better Chance has had an immeasurable influence on the positive trajectory of my life. My goal of utilizing STEM to uplift vulnerable communities is now closer to reach due to their generosity.
I am deeply aware of the profound role A Better Chance has played in shaping me, both academically and personally. This wasn't just a program that helped you get to a good school. It was a program that would follow you throughout high school and beyond.
When things are out of reach, all you really need is a little boost.
Our stories are intertwined, and I'm excited to see the stories we create in the chapters yet to come.
Thank you for taking a chance on me, for opening doors for me, and now let's continue this wonderful cycle of giving, learning, and growing.
Throughout my journey with the Better Chance, I have learned that just because you cannot see something does not mean it is not there. When given the keys to achieve, you can do anything you believe.
I hope that many more like-minded scholars will have the opportunity to make change.
Stay curious and embrace growth even when it's uncomfortable.
And I urge you all to continue being that step stool and giving more students a better chance at reaching their opportunities. Thank you.
There we go, much better. I mean, I can shout. I was a speech team geek and was a theater geek, so I can project. But 5 years it has been now since the inception of the Visentyne Award, named in memory of John Visentyne. He's the former chairman and CEO of Xerox and a very good friend to A Better Chance, a champion of the transformational power of education and innovation. Tonight, we mark the 9th and 10th scholars who will be receiving the Visentyne Award. These scholars are those who have developed distinctive solutions to challenges faced by their school, community, or family, and are interested in pursuing studies and careers in science, technology, engineering, or mathematics. This year's awardees are Hassan Kayet and Annabelle Harry. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our very talented scholars to the stage. Here they come.
Good evening. Are you guys all doing good? I want to first thank A Better Chance for this incredible honor. My name is Hassan Sheikhat. I'm a proud recipient of the John Visentyne Scholar Award. As an immigrant from Bangladesh, I know students who are curious, creative, and hungry to learn, but weren't given the chance to flourish. So I decided to fill that need, and in 2022, I founded Code for Champions, a nonprofit dedicated to teaching coding to underserved students. It started with just me recording HTML and CSS lessons in my room. But I quickly expanded, realizing that I couldn't do it all by myself. Our team grew to include members from India, Ghana, and the Philippines, covering lessons in Python, Java, C++, and even AI. As our team expanded, I realized that sometimes the best thing I could do is to step back, listen, and let others take lead. When I gave my teammates the space to take ownership, such as designing a lesson, running a workshop, or pitching their own ideas, the project became so much bigger than anything I could have accomplished alone. My team and I have organized collaborative coding competitions, developed an interactive app, and partnered with 2 schools in the Philippines to donate over $1,000 in tech essentials and hundreds of books. Along the way, A Better Chance has connected me with mentors, lifelong friends, and opportunities that has expanded what I believed was possible. From meeting peers who have later helped me grow Code for Champions, to introducing me to a Morgan Stanley professional who helped us expand and partner with schools in the Philippines. This fall, I'll be studying physics and computer science at MIT, where I hope to develop technology that aims to close the gap I've witnessed and build tools that makes education more accessible, equitable, and human. So thank you to Xerox and the John Visentyne family for your investment for students like me. And to my wonderful parents, supportive teachers, and of course, A Better Chance, thank you for building the ladders to my success. I promise to keep extending it to others. Thank you. Let's go Knicks.
Greetings, everybody. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so thankful ABC for giving me the opportunity to be here. My name is Annabelle Anulika Harry, and I was born in Louisville, Kentucky, one of the least educated states in this country, where access to STEM opportunity was limited and aviation felt so far out of reach. I grew up in a single mother household where every opportunity required planning, sacrifice, and persistence. For a long time, the sky felt like something I could look at but not step into. When my mother moved my sisters and I to Washington, D.C., everything shifted. Suddenly, opportunities that once felt impossible became visible. I saw my first plane up close, took a discovery flight, and realized that aviation could be more than just a dream for me. It could, in fact, be my future. Fewer than 2% of the US pilots are black, and only 1% of those black people are women. Learning those statistics did not discourage me. It strengthened my determination to pursue a path where people who look like me remain unrepresented. A Better Chance truly gave me that better chance. As a scholar, I gained access to opportunities that changed the trajectory of my life. At the field school, I moved from large lecture-style classrooms to a small, discussion-based environment where my voice mattered. That support gave me the confidence I needed to lead. I founded the Field School Debate Club, creating a space where students could engage in meaningful conversations about issues ranging from artificial intelligence to education to school policy. Through that experience, I learned how to communicate thoughtfully, listen carefully, and bring people together around complex ideas. That growth extended into STEM and aviation for me. I became the first high school intern at the Washington International Flight Academy, where I worked hands-on with aircraft systems, maintenance, and airport operations. I was later selected for the U.S. Air Force Aim High Flight Academy, where I completed flight training and ground school. Today, I continue training in gliders through the Mid-Atlantic Soaring Association on a $10,000 scholarship from the Soaring Society of America. Every flight teaches me focus, discipline, and trust within my preparation. What makes this award especially meaningful is that it recognizes not only my achievement, but my potential. The Byzantine family generosity reflects a belief that talented students deserve opportunities to grow, explore, and pursue ambitious goals. That belief has shaped my own journey. Many of the opportunities that brought me here today began because someone was willing to invest in me before knowing exactly where my path would lead. The Byzantine family is continuing that tradition. Their support reminds students like me that our aspirations matter and that there are people willing to help us reach them. I'm incredibly grateful for the investment and for the confidence that this represents. Whether through aviation, research, debate, or science, I have learned that growth often begins where we step into uncertainty. Each experience has reinforced that same lesson. Talent does not alone open doors. As someone who plans to study physics and astrophysics at Washington University in St. Louis, I am fascinated. Thank you. So much. I am fascinated by exploration, not only of the world around us, but also of what becomes possible when young people are encouraged to dream broadly and pursue those dreams with discipline and purpose. I want to understand aviation from every angle, from the science that makes flight possible to the systems that keep aircraft safe and efficient. I am working toward a future where I am not only in the cockpit, but where I help expand who gets to imagine themselves there in the first place. I know what it feels like to begin from limited access and to build opportunities step by step. Because of organizations like A Better Chance and families like the Vinensteins, I have been able to pursue opportunities that once felt very beyond my reach. Being recognized as a John Vinston Scholar is an incredible honor. I hope to honor this investment through continuing my hard work and service to others. My goal is to create opportunities for future students, just as so many people created opportunities for me. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, the John Vinston family, Xerox, A Better Chance, my teachers, mentors, and especially my mother, whose countless hours of driving, encouragement, sacrifice, and unwavering belief made every one of these opportunities possible. Thank you so much.
Sorry, I'm so stunned. Talk about not a hidden figure. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see Annabelle someday, maybe going to outer space. I can see it. I can envision it right now. Quite amazing. Thank you, Hassan and Annabelle. You guys are incredible and certainly giving me total feeling of I've accomplished so little, given everything that you've accomplished at such a young age. I am so excited for your future. And thank you as well to Xerox and the Vizentine family for continuing John's legacy here at A Better Chance. Right now, I have the tremendous pleasure of introducing you to two more exceptional scholars, and you think, how many more are there? There are thousands. And they have received A Better Chance's highest honors this year, the Nancy Lucas Award, established in memory of beloved senior program coordinator who served from 1985 to 2002. It's awarded to a scholar who demonstrates leadership in promoting equity and justice at his or her high school and who offers special encouragement to peers. This year's honor goes to Magdalena Maggie Mercado. Why don't you guys start coming on up? And then there is the Judith Berry Griffin Award, named for A Better Chance's fourth president. It's awarded to a senior who has shown exceptional determination to succeed despite challenging circumstances. This year's award winner is Christian Rodriguez. You guys look amazing too. It's like, this is better than prom.
Good evening. My name is Christian Rodriguez, and I'm a proud recipient of the Judith Berry Griffin Award. When I was younger, I never saw myself as someone who could stand in front of a crowd and speak with confidence. I wasn't naturally outspoken. I wasn't the loudest in the room. And I definitely didn't see myself becoming a leader. That's part of why my football journey at Stewart Hall changed my life so deeply. When I first decided to try football my freshman year, I'd barely even watched the sport before. I stepped onto that field feeling completely lost. I didn't know the terminology, the culture, or even fully what I was doing. Everyone else seemed to understand the game already, and I felt like I was constantly trying to catch up. I was timid. I was uncomfortable. I wasn't certain if I even belonged there. But football taught me something that would shape the rest of my life. Growth only happens when you're willing to be uncomfortable. For 2 years, I showed up every single day without seeing any reward. I sat on the bench. I watched from the sidelines. I questioned myself. There were moments when it felt like all the hard work meant nothing because nobody could see it yet. But I kept up showing anyway. I kept training, I kept learning. I kept believing that eventually my moment would come. And when it finally did, I was ready. I didn't just become a contributor on the field, I became a leader. Together, me and my teammates helped lead our school to an undefeated season and an NCS championship, the first in school history. But the greatest thing football gave me wasn't a title or a trophy. It gave me the true understanding of leadership. I learned that leadership isn't about being the most talented person in the room. It's about being the person willing to encourage others, to hold people accountable, and keep showing up even when things get difficult. It's about making sure nobody feels left behind because success only matters when the whole team succeeds together. Football showed me what brotherhood looks like. It taught me discipline, resilience, sacrifice, and service. This fall, I'll study international business at Boston University, where I hope to be someone who builds systems of equity. I want to use what I've learned about resilience, about service, about leadership to create a better world for everyone. Not a world where human suffering has to be sacrificed in the name of profit or growth. Thank you. But a world where hardworking people aren't left behind, where everyone in this world gets their chance to discover who they can become. That's what Judith Berry Griffin's legacy means to me. That's what this award means to me. To my parents and my family, Stewart Hall, the community of my teachers and coaches, and especially A Better Chance, thank you for believing in me and pushing me to be better every single day. Thank you.
Can I move these down? Perfect. Greetings, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. My name is Magdalena Samba John Mercado. I'm a recent graduate of Phillips Academy Andover. I know my Andover family's in the crowd. Go Big Blue. From the San Francisco Bay Area, and I'll be continuing my studies at Cornell University this fall. Go Big Red, switching teams. I am honored to be named a recipient of the Nancy J. Lucas Award tonight. Growing up and over family breakfast before school, my mom would tell me stories about how my grandparents built their lives in the United States. She'd tell me how my grandfather raised 4 children while working as a pharmacist tirelessly, and how my grandpa struggled to re-enter the workforce as an engineer, all while learning English and navigating a country where exclusion often preceded opportunity, simply because they were Filipino. What stayed with me the most as a kid was that I never learned these stories in a classroom or in a textbook. I only ever heard of them at the dinner table. And that's when I began to understand that equity isn't necessarily just about access, but rather is about whose stories are told and whose stories are left out. Because my family, I felt a responsibility to change that. I began organizing conversations with classmates about identity and representation at my school, often over meals in the dining hall with other AAPI identifying classmates and teachers. Those conversations stayed with me and even pushed me to create a student-led initiative focused on expanding AAPI culture and representation through youth-curated resources in schools beyond my own. Because of this initiative, I have had the opportunity to turn a few conversations over meals with my friends into a network engaging more than 100 students across the country to speak at conferences, including the Asian American Educators Alliance in Atlanta, and create accessible cultural resources for AAPI youth through all of this work. But what matters the most to me are the moments behind all that I do. Like when a student told me it was the first time they saw their Filipino heritage and culture reflected in their education after celebrating Filipino American Heritage Month for the first time during my sophomore year. Or when someone came up to me and stayed after my presentation on debunking the model minority myth at the Asian American Footsteps Conference just to say, I didn't know how to talk about this before, but now I do. Having been an ABC scholar since the 7th grade, shout out Seven Hills. I don't know if anyone knows that one, but that's my school. And also a finalist of the Young Entrepreneurs Fund and recipient of the Summer Enrichment Fund. I know firsthand what it means to be supported by a community that believes in your potential. ABC has shaped how I understand the responsibility of being a leader. And even after all these years, this organization constantly has shown me the power of a strong community, what happens when people invest in you, what happens when people believe in you, and what happens when people push you to do the same for others. So as I look towards the future, especially in the next few months as I enter my college journey, I do not see leadership as something I will just step into. I see it as something I will practice every day in the choices I make and the spaces I shape for my people. Because real leadership to me isn't necessarily about being seen, but about who you choose to see and who you refuse to overlook. I would first like to thank Nancy J. Lucas. I am honored to be recognized for my work in shaping equity and inclusion around me, and hope to continue showing up in the same ways for my community as I enter college. Second, I would like to thank my family, who is sitting in the audience right now in the back at table 24. You guys have pushed me to continue my passions and have pushed me to pursue the things that I love. Thank you for allowing me to be who I am. I would also like to thank Francisco for always believing in me and your constant words of encouragement and support throughout all these years. Lastly, I would like to thank A Better Chance. Thank you for shaping the young woman I am today, the ways that I show up for others, and what I choose to carry forward every day as a leader. Thank you.
Let's hear it for all of our amazing scholars. They really inspire such hope listening to their stories. So we're going to take a little break for dinner.
And even though there is no Knicks Spurs game tonight, we're going to try to get out here at a reasonable time. But before we start that, I want to invite auctioneer extraordinaire and ABC supporter extraordinaire Andy Sachs to the stage. He's got a little message and a little bit of fun ahead for you. Andy.
Thank you, Bertha, and good evening, everybody. How are ya? You know we have to do this again now. Good evening, everybody. How are ya? My name is Andy Sachs. I'm an MC and a live auctioneer for fundraisers. I am so honored to be back for the Raise Your Paddle program for the 5th straight year. Let me ask you folks something. What does it take for an organization like A Better Chance to thrive? I mean, really thrive. So first, preparation, right? The staff at A Better Chance has to work with the 700 students and families who are working in the private schools, right? They have to help with the enrollment options. They have to help them complete their applications, right? Focus on interviews, participate in workshops on important topics like applying for financial aid. Then, A Better Chance supports over 1,500 scholars through private school by helping them navigate that school environment, right? Trying enrichment programs like STEM camps and study abroad, conquering that maze of college selection, applications, essays, financial aid. And finally, when scholars graduate, A Better Chance continues supporting them with career coaching, internships, and producing its annual Career Week, which includes over 30 hours of programming. Does it all work? Well, in a word, yes. Almost every single student supported by A Better Chance goes to college. Many do it using financial aid that A Better Chance secures for them, and that aid topped $10 million last year alone. A whopping 96% of those students graduate college in 4 years. That far outpaces the national average and the average for underserved students. And half of those graduates go on to earn advanced degrees. That, my friends, is how A Better Chance helps its scholars thrive. Absolutely, absolutely. But success isn't guaranteed, right? Every step in a scholar's journey costs money. Prep courses, admissions tests, parent resource groups, college programming, workshops, right? In this environment today, other organizations are also making cuts that impact A Better Chance students. Partner organizations that provide things like test vouchers and prep courses, summer abroad opportunities, mental health workshops. They have to scale back the support they offer ABC students and other nonprofits. And when these funding sources fall away, we need the people in this room to step up more than ever. So, before we start, let's take a few pictures for posterity and social media. And by the way, we invite you to post your own pictures online. If you're on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, you can use the hashtag A Better Chance. But right now, please go ahead and get your paddle out, and I will invite our photographer, Alice, to the stage. Everybody say hi, Alice. Very friendly group, can't you tell? All right, everybody got your paddle. Okay, I want you to turn it so the front with the number is facing the stage, facing Alice and me. Oh, good. What a responsive group. This is great. Now, I want you to hold it up high in the air, full extension on the elbow, and give me a big smile. All right, one more step. Freeze. Alice, they're all yours. Yeah. Such a good group. Such a good group. Well done, everybody. And now, folks, it is time to run your Raise Your Paddle appeal. Now, the process is very simple. I will announce a series of dollar amounts. If you'd like to give a cash gift at any dollar amount, you just raise your paddle like you just did when I announce it, and you keep it raised until you hear me read your paddle number. Remember, folks, tonight you are not just a room full of A Better Chance supporters. You're a team united around one purpose, creating opportunities for these scholars. So right now, we get to find out what this team can do together. So this is your moment. Every one of you matters, and we need every one of you to participate. Because when a couple hundred people unite around a cause they believe in, extraordinary things happen. And it feels so good to know that because you were here tonight, a young person's future will be brighter. Are you ready? Oh, I'm just not feeling the love quite yet. Are you ready? What do you think, Francisco? Is that good? We're good? All right, good. All right, your first gift level will be $10,000, but I have to ask, would anyone like to do something extraordinary to help energize the entire room, to lead your team and give a gift of any amount you decide over $10,000? If you are inspired to make a gesture like that, we invite you to raise your paddle. One of our volunteers will tackle you to the ground to record your gift. Oh, I see some cards up. I see some cards up. Number 299, that's a familiar face. How much would you like to give? $25,000 from number 299. Thank you. I saw a couple of other cards up as well. I think number 140, how much would you like to give? How much? 15? 15,000, right? That's what we're talking? Yes, $15,000. Thank you so very much. Anybody else? Would anybody else like to make up their own amount? Let's go. Let's go. Okay, not bad. $40,000 in the first minute. We are off and running. That is a pretty good start, wouldn't you say? Okay, folks, your first official level tonight is $10,000, and for somebody here, this amount is possible. If that's you, go ahead and raise your paddle now. All right, I see number 216 for $10,000. Thank you so much, 216. I see number 153 for $10,000. Thank you so much, 153. Any others out there? All right, thank you so much to our two $10,000 donors. We are at $60,000, my friends, and we've just gotten started. Not bad at all. Let's keep going. All right, folks, your next gift level is $5,000. Every year, a few people step forward at this level and make everything else possible. If you're one of them, please go ahead and raise that paddle now. I see way in the back, number 203 for $5,000. Thank you, 203. Number 287 for $5,000. Thank you, 287. Number 245. Thank you, 245. Number 390. Thank you, 390. Number 236. Thank you, 236. Number 238. Thank you so much, 238. Any others out there? 30, I think that was 6 gifts. That's $30,000 more, just like that. You guys are conquering heroes. Wow. Okay, team, you know we're going to keep going. Your next gift level is $2,500. This gift level helps ensure the talent and hard work, the kind you saw in these award recipients, right? Not zip code, determine what's possible for these scholars. If you'd like to make that difference yourself, I invite you to raise your paddle now at the 2,500 level. Who'll take me up on that? Oh, wow. Okay. Number 375, thank you. Number 167, fantastic, thank you. Number 387, wonderful, thank you. Number 207, thank you so much. Number 371, thank you as well. Number 307, fantastic, thank you. Number 210, thank you, spotters. Thank you, 210. And number 255, way back there against the wall. Thank you, 255. I think that's 6 total. Does that sound about right? At the 2,500 level? 8 total, so that's $20,000, just like them. My God, these people are incredible. Wow. Okay. Raise your hand if somebody brought you here tonight as your guest. I promise you're not buying anything. Okay, a number of you. Look at that. Fantastic. We are so grateful to have you with us. How about a round of applause for our new friends? Are you impressed by the work that A Better Chance is doing? Yeah? Yeah? New people? Do you see firsthand what A Better Chance means to the person who invited you? Yeah? Okay. Well, even if you already made a contribution tonight, it would mean so much to us if you would consider giving a gift at one of our remaining levels, because you are on our team too, and you can make a difference too. And these scholars need your help right now. All right, team. Your next level is $1,000. And remember, my friends, generosity is contagious. If you'd like to give a gift at $1,000, please go ahead and raise that paddle now. Look at this. Number 373, thank you. Number 227, thank you. Number 309, thank you. Number 109, thank you. Number 251, thank you so much, that's 5. Number 184, thank you. Number 164, thank you so much. Number 397, thank you. Number 213, thank you. Number 214, thank you so much, that's 10. Number 252, thank you so much. Number 182, thank you. Still going up. Number 321, thank you. Number 390, thank you. Number 382, thank you. That's 15. I'm good. Number 381, thank you. Number 272, thank you so much. Number 283, thank you. Number 284, thank you as well. And number 104, thank you, that's 20. Number 244, thank you. Number 111, thank you as well. Who am I missing? Number 173, thank you. Any others? Wow, that quieted the room right down, didn't it? Okay, so here's the thing. We're at 23, which is fantastic. But you know when you set the volume on your TV and it says 23 and you just can't leave it there, right? It's got to go up to 25 because you want it to round up. Could we do the same thing here? Are there 2 more folks who'd be willing to give $1,000 and round us up to 25,000 for this level? What do you say? There it is, number 156. Thank you so much, 156. One more. And number 363, thank you. And 368, you're not going anywhere. We're taking yours as well. Any others? Any others out there? Ladies and gentlemen, $26,000 at the 1,000 level. What a group. Whew. Okay, just catching up with myself a little bit here. So, team, your next level is $500. As you can see, our success tonight is not about perfection. It's about participation. If you'd like to give a gift at the $500 level, please go ahead and raise that paddle right now. All right, look at that. I'm going to start on this side. Number 267, thank you. Number 179, thank you. Number 250, thank you. Number 312, thank you. Number 240, thank you. Number 229, thank you. Number 237, thank you. Number 160, thank you. And way in the back, number 158, thank you so much. I think that's 10. Whew. Number 400, thank you. Number 174, thank you. Number 329, thank you so much. Number 202, thank you as well. Number 107, thank you. Number 364, thank you. Number 290, thank you. Team Excellent Waving, fantastic. Number 175, that's how it's done. I'm gonna bring you to all my events now. Number 232, thank you. Number 286, thank you so much. Number 374, thank you. Number 315, thank you. Number 249, thank you. Any others out there? Anybody I missed? All right, how about everybody give everybody at this level a giant thank you round of applause. Whew. Okay. Team, we have reached the last gift level of your paddle raise, $100. Now, this is your last opportunity to make a difference for a better chance. Even if you gave at a higher level, we hope you'll consider giving again. Every paddle tells these scholars the same thing. I believe in you. Now, to speed things up, instead of reading your paddle numbers, as I have so far, in just a moment, our scholars will start walking among your tables. And as they pass by, if you'd like to give $100, you simply give them your paddle. Now, I want to be super clear about this. If you hand your paddle to a scholar, you are giving $100. If you want to do that, fantastic. If you don't want to give $100, don't hand your paddle to the scholar. Are we all good on that? All right, scholars, go do your thing. And you know what? Would one of the scholars come right up here and I will kick things off? Come on up, Christian. All right. Here you go, my friend. That's how it's done. Once again, we have scholars going around to your tables collecting paddles. If you would like to give $100, please go ahead and hand the scholar your paddle when they come by. If you'd prefer not to do that, hold on to your paddle and don't give it to the scholar, but we really hope you do. Just a little controlled chaos now, right? It's all working. What an incredibly generous group. Thank you so very much, everybody, for your generosity. All right, folks, as we wind up, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so very much for your generosity. Please give yourselves a ginormous round of applause. Well done. Now, you should have received a text from One Cause to the phone number that you gave when you registered. If you decide to give later, you can click the link in that text to donate through the One Cause website. That is it for me tonight. And here's my favorite part. I get to say this. Ladies and gentlemen, dinner is served. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the stage. Our program is about to resume. Please give a warm welcome back to the stage for our MC tonight, Bertha Coombs.
All right, we are actually going to get some dessert, but at the moment, as we're all finishing our entrees, we've got a couple of really sweet things on hand. Do you see what I did there? I'm bad with the puns. So right now, I would like to welcome the former president of A Better Chance, Sandra Timmons. She is going to be presenting tonight's Dream Builder Award. Please give her a wonderful, warm applause.
Thank you, Bertha, and good evening. So good to be here. As we reflect on the past 25 years in A Better Chance's history, there have been a few constants. The continued relevance and urgency of its mission, the enduring partnership with its schools and program partners, the enduring partnership, the amazing, talented young people, so many of whom you saw tonight, who demonstrate daily the need for and the impact of this important organization, and the powerful, ever-present leadership of Kurt Van Wagenen. I met Kurt when I was a candidate for president of A Better Chance. At that time, he was a rising executive at Verizon, and he served on the search committee. He was also leading the strategic planning committee as A Better Chance was launching its first strategic plan. Since that time, Kurt has served on nearly every board committee, has led several initiatives, and chaired the board, all of which have helped to enrich the educational, leadership, and career journeys for thousands of A Better Chance students and alumni. Kurt approached our work together with ambition, intellect, passion, boundless energy, and a great sense of humor. He is a wonderful collaborator who leveraged all his skills and networks on behalf of A Better Chance. Over the years, I've met and interacted with family members, as well as friends and colleagues from every chapter of his life, and that continues tonight. He always made A Better Chance a priority, and it didn't matter whether he lived on the East Coast or the West Coast. He was always available and engaged, and very often present. During my tenure, I think he only missed one of these type events, and I think it was because one of the family members was graduating. It's easy to think Kurt had nothing to do but A Better Chance, but during his tenure, he was also building leadership in the telecommunications and technology industries. He began his career at Verizon, holding various management positions, but since that time, he has helped build and lead 4 companies: Neon Communications, Fiber Tower Corporation, First Light Fiber, and he is currently the Chief Executive Officer of Summit Broadband, leading the company as it continues the strategic expansion of its fiber optic network. Kurt has had many overlapping roles in the time that I have known him. He's been a technology executive, a disruptive entrepreneur, an industry leader, a nonprofit and community leader, a devoted son, brother, uncle, husband, and father. We are also pleased to count Roxanne, Kurt's wife, among the A Better Chance family. We met her also, definitely. We met her early in his tenure on the A Better Chance board, and Allie and Lily, their daughters, who are here also tonight, came along shortly after. They have now completed college and are beginning their own impressive leadership journeys. So for the Van Wagenens, A Better Chance has always been a family affair. And we are grateful to all of them for sharing Kurt and supporting him in his work with A Better Chance. I'm so proud to call Kurt my colleague, my mentor, my role model, and my friend. It's entirely fitting that he is this year's Dream Builder recipient. He has worked to realize many of his own dreams, and he has worked tirelessly to build the dreams for so many others, his family, his colleagues, and thousands of talented young people through both A Better Chance and through Pathways. So it is with great pride, with deep respect, and with warm affection that I present Kurt Van Wagenen with the A Better Chance 2026 Dream Builder Award. To the table. Yeah, I'll take it.
That's great, thank you. Wow. I guess I run the risk of disappointing you all after that. Sandra, thank you so much. I mean, that was just so incredibly kind and thoughtful. It's a treat to be back on this stage with you again. And I'll just say our work together and our friendship over the past 2 decades is just, it just means a great deal to me. So thank you for that. Let me also just start by saying, well, first of all, I'm in this really envious position of being after the dinner, being after those amazing student scholar speeches, being after the paddle raise, and being now after Sandra's introduction. So I'm going to keep my remarks fairly brief here. But I did want to say congratulations to this year's other honorees, Courtney Gibson, and all the impressive A Better Chance Scholar Award winners. It's, you know, that's why we do this. When you see those kids up here speaking, you realize, you know, what it means and why we do this, and, you know, why I've done this for 25 years. And I'll also say it's really kind of humbling and inspiring to be on the stage with them and with you, Courtney, as well. So thank you. So now you get my prepared remarks. A Better Chance changes lives by opening doors. And I've seen firsthand what happens when those doors are open. As I reflect on 25 years with this organization, one word comes to mind: gratitude. When I first got involved back in 2000, I was focused on advancing my career. And Verizon's foundation president reached out to me and asked if I'd be interested in supporting one of the nonprofits that they support through the foundation. I was asked what I cared most about, and my reply was easy. I said, I care about education, I care about leadership, and I care about mentoring young people. I was introduced to Judith Barry Griffin. I was introduced to Irv Shames, both at A Better Chance at that time. And after a short time, I realized this wasn't just an opportunity to help, it was a mission I wanted to be a part of. I joined the board of directors, beginning one of the most meaningful journeys of my life. For me, this work is personal. I benefited from people who gave me encouragement, guidance, and support. I learned early on that connecting capability with opportunity creates amazing outcomes. And I simply wanted to make that connection for other talented young people. Over these 25 years, I was given the opportunity to meet so many great people. I've had the privilege to work alongside extraordinary leaders like Sandra, like Francisco, like Theo, like Sheila, and together with many other dedicated board members, staff, and school leaders, we've helped support more than 8,000 A Better Chance scholars. 8,000 young people who've gone on to become leaders, innovators, and change makers. That's the kind of impact that lasts for generations. I'd also like to thank some of the people who shaped who I am. My mother, who raised 10 children as a single parent, working nights as a nurse. She instilled in me a commitment to faith, a love for family, and a passion for learning. My wife, Roxanne, my partner of 28 years, you've been my rock every step of the way. And for anybody wondering, yes, it turns out you really can find love at a bar on the Jersey Shore. All right, Roxanne, I said I wouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it anyways. And no, I did not sing Roxanne to her. To my daughters, Allie and Lily, you make me incredibly proud, and you give me so much optimism for the future. And to my siblings, my friends, and all my business colleagues that are here tonight, many of you who have traveled long distances, your support means more than I can say. A Better Chance changes lives. I'm grateful for the chance I was given, and even more grateful for the opportunity to pass that chance on to others. Thank you for making that possible.
Thank you, Kurt, for all of the work that you have done for A Better Chance and our scholars. At this time, I'd like to welcome the founder, chairman, and CEO of Loop Capital, the inimitable Jim Reynolds, to present the Chairperson's Award.
Yeah. I've always been a big fan of hers, and I was visiting with one of her colleagues in Chicago. Well, I feel much better now, Kurt, after hearing your introduction, because I was struggling with how to summarize what I know about Courtney in 2 minutes. But now that I see how long your introducer took, I'm not taking 2 minutes, all right? So, we're throwing that off. There's a saying, what goes around comes around. And it's really kind of true about Courtney. Courtney and I are second cousins. Her mother, my first cousin, is the reason that I went to college way back in the old days. Coming out of high school, I went to a vocational school. And my trade, which I was excited to go do, was radio and television repair. Now, I'm sure as many people had to think about it, except for us old timers, that knew what a radio and television repair person was. And right near graduation, I found out I couldn't fix TVs. And her mother said, you ought to go to college. And I said, it's probably a good idea. And I went. And that changed everything for me. I started a firm after 15 years on the street with the Globals in Chicago called Loop Capital Markets. 6 people with folding chairs and a card table in 1997. And after working for the largest global investment banks and running many of their businesses, I went to this really tiny firm, 6 people. I got a call from Courtney's mother that said, hey, Jim, would you take my daughter as an intern? She's 16 years old. I said, I know who your daughter is. I've been knowing her all her life. So Courtney came in to work for me. I started with 6 people in September of 97. She started working for me in June of 98. 16-year-old high school student. And you knew, as they say, a duck, you know, when they're born, they start swimming right away, they take to water. I'd never seen anything like Courtney take anything like Courtney, as she just grasped all these tough financial issues, marketing issues, sales issues. We used Courtney, this high school young lady's presentations, all of us old crusty Wall Street guys, for 10 years that she created in high school. Courtney went on, starting with me at 16 years old as an intern, to become president of the firm. And left recently. Congratulations to her. Left recently to become one of the leaders of TIAA-CREF, running about $1.3 trillion of assets. Which, but I want to say a couple of words about Courtney and association, her accomplishments, and why this award is so amazingly fitting to her and her ascendancy on Wall Street. It's natural. When I think about her, and I think I have had a little bit to do with her development on Wall Street and her inclination toward finance and big deals and big meetings and big work and big times. She learned to take the stress of building an investment bank. Luke went from that 6, there's about 300 of us now. And we do everything from global equity trading, global fixed income trading, M&A, asset management, public finance, long debt capital markets, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Courtney helped me build all of it. Courtney managed in her 20s men and women that were in their 40s. Courtney took and managed the biggest, toughest accounts in the firm, BlackRock, and they loved her and every minute of her. When I think about this award, and I think about someone most fitting for it, and I think about the organization most fitting to give it a better chance. Courtney, as a high school student, excelled in this, and she was the epitome, and we're very engaged with how significant early education and a commitment to education is for shaping the future of young people. As I think about where she is now and where she's going, I am very, very, very optimistic and proud about all she has done and all that she will do in the future. So I would like to, without further ado, give a warm, hearty congratulations and a hug and a kiss. She is my cousin, so I can do it, to Courtney, and say congratulations, well done, and well deserved.
Wow. Well, I will tell you, I'm not nearly as funny as Jim. You got to kind of balance that humor and that charisma with a little bit of being the one that gets stuff done. And that was my job. It continues to be my job, and it's what I lean into. But I want to really first and foremost thank the leadership of A Better Chance. I want to thank the scholars, the alumni, the families, the mentors, the sponsors, and the friends that have gathered here tonight. thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Kurt, one thing, and I'm going to go off my written remarks for a second, there are some people who, no matter what spaces or rooms or positions they're in, it is just in them to open the doors for others. I remember going to Verizon and meeting Kurt many, many, many moons ago in those early 20s. And Kurt made sure that when you show up, when you've done the work, and when you have something of value, to ensure that you have a level playing field to compete. So Kurt, to you, I have an enormous amount of gratitude, and to all that you've done and will continue to do in the future. So as I thought about tonight and the mission of A Better Chance, I kept coming back to a simple truth. Talent is created equally, but opportunity and access are not. In many ways, that truth explains truly why this organization matters so much. I've spent my life in classrooms, communities, boardrooms, and businesses across this entire country, including across the globe. And what I've learned is that talent's never been the issue. Brilliance is everywhere. Leadership is everywhere. Ambition is everywhere. But what's not always equally available are the opportunities, the relationships, the experiences, and the support systems that allow people to fully realize what they are capable of becoming. That is why A Better Chance matters. And it's why the mission resonates so deeply to me. I grew up in Racine, Wisconsin, the daughter of an educator, Jim Reynolds' cousin. But one thing about my mom, and I consider it an enormous blessing to be raised by such an incredible woman, and my father, but my mom had two phrases that she repeated to my sister and I throughout our childhood. The first, you can do anything you want if you put your mind to it. The second, be the best that you possibly can be. Now, those are simple but powerful words, because what she really was teaching us wasn't confidence. She was teaching us responsibility. She was teaching us that talent is a gift, but achievement requires effort. That dreams are important, but dreams require work. And that success, it isn't something you wish for. It's something that you prepare for. It's something that you earn. And she taught us something else that has stayed with me my entire life. Never, and I mean never, allow someone else to determine your worth. And not only that, never allow someone else's expectations to define your future. And never allow someone else's limitations to become your own. Those lessons have absolutely shaped my life. But as I look back on my journey, I realized something important. My mother's belief, her belief in me mattered. My hard work mattered. But so did access. So did the teachers that invested in me. The mentors like the Jim Reynolds of the world that challenged me, the sponsors like Melody Hobson who opened doors for me, the leaders who took a chance on me before I had fully proven myself, like Tashonda Brown Duckett. None of us get to where we are alone, and that is exactly why organizations like A Better Chance are so important, because this organization understands that talent alone is not enough. Young people need opportunities, they need preparation, they need community, and they need people who see something in them and are willing to invest before there is proof. Now, for over 60 years, A Better Chance has been doing just that. And tonight, the scholars and alumni, where are you? I want to see your hands. Scholars and alumni, raise your hands. I want to be really clear. Those folks, those hands, that is the heart of this room. And when I look at you, I see leaders, and I see future leaders. I see future innovators, future educators, future entrepreneurs, future public servants, and future change makers. People who are and will continue to shape communities, institutions, and lives in ways that we can't yet imagine. And to every scholar here tonight, I want you to remember something. Never allow anyone to define your worth. Not a title, not a test score, not a rejection, and not a setback. Your circumstances are not something to overcome or to hide or to erase. They are part of your strength. They are part of your absolutely incredible story. The experience that have shaped you have given you perspective. They give you resilience. They give you empathy and determination that cannot be taught in any classroom. Those experiences will help make you the leader that you are meant to become. So please, be proud of who you are. Be proud of where you come from. And most importantly, live a life that makes you proud. Put in the work, stay curious, remain humble, but keep learning. And never stop striving to become the best versions of yourself. Because one day someone's gonna look at your life and call you successful. But my hope is that long before that day arrives, when you look in that mirror, you'll already know you've succeeded. Not because of a title, not because of recognition, but because you stayed true to your values, because you used your gifts to make a difference, and because you lifted others as you climbed, because you helped someone else believe in what is possible for their future. Because at the end of the day, the greatest success, the greatest measure of success is not what you've achieved for yourself. It's what becomes possible for others because of you. It is truly because of your success others have had a chance. That because someone else invested in you, you chose to invest in others. To me, that is the highest form of leadership, and that is the legacy of a better chance. Creating leaders who will not simply climb the ladder of success, but who will reach back and bring others with them. So tonight, I accept this award with profound gratitude. Gratitude for my family, gratitude for every teacher, mentor, sponsor, colleague, leader who's invested in me, and gratitude for the scholars who inspire us all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for that, both of you. You know, we gather tonight not just to celebrate the generosity and community, but this year we're also going to honor the life and legacy of someone who made a lasting impact on all who knew him. Tonight, we're going to pause to remember Todd Isaac. He's a person known for his charisma, ambition, humor, and whose commitment to others left an unforgettable mark on this community. Whether through his leadership, mentorship, friendship, or unwavering belief in the potential of others, Todd had the ability to make everyone around him feel valued and welcomed. And he inspired people through his determination, work ethic, and leadership to serve with purpose. As an alumnus of A Better Chance, he understood the opportunity, or rather that opportunity, can change the course of a life. And he believed that education creates pathways to dignity, independence, and lasting impact. He was a standout athlete and graduate of Phillips Andover Academy, I know, as well as Holy Cross, but he didn't spend the whole time in Massachusetts. He made partner in 5 years at Cantor Fitzgerald before his life was tragically cut short on September 11, 2001, 25 years ago. While he is missed dearly, Todd's spirit continues to live on in the values that he embodied: warmth, generosity, resilience, and love for helping others succeed. Tonight, it's our privilege to ensure that legacy continues for generations to come. On behalf of the family and friends of Todd Isaac, I'm honored to announce the establishment of the Todd Isaac Endowed Fund at A Better Chance. This endowed fund has been created in Todd's honor to support educational access and entrepreneurial opportunity for deserving students and emerging change makers who demonstrate promise, leadership, and a desire to create meaningful impact in their communities. The fund will help remove barriers and open doors, creating opportunities at every step of the journey, just as was done for Todd and so many of us in this room, and just as he did throughout his life for others. This endowment is more than a financial investment. It is a living tribute. It's a commitment to continue the work he cared about so deeply, and a declaration that one person's legacy can continue to shape futures far beyond their lifetime. We invite all of you to join us in supporting this mission and helping this fund grow so that the memory and impact of Todd will continue to inspire students, innovators, and future leaders for years to come. Before I interview, like I said, I am a recovering journalist. Before I introduce tonight's last speaker, I just want to bask in what I'm seeing and the warmth that we've all experienced in this room. You know, I was too old back in the 1900s. I was already in school when Mr. Rogers came on television. But I remember him telling a story about a frightening time. And his mom said, yes, this is frightening what's happening, but look to the people who are helping. And in these times that are so uncertain and oftentimes we feel so anxious, look to the people who are helping, the people in this room, and continue to inspire those outside this room, continue to help. Thank you so much for all who lifted those paddles and contributed tonight, and those who continue to offer their contribution and support for these wonderful young people year-round. Keep helping. Look to those who are helping. With that, I'd like to welcome to the stage A Better Chance's Chair of the Board of Directors, Sheila Marmon Hoyer.
Hi, everyone. Okay, I'm looking around at this amazing, beautiful room. So many people that I love. I appreciate you all being here, the incredible generosity of spirit, the incredible generosity in the paddle race, and just for your presence. Bertha, thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. I want to start by acknowledging our amazing scholars. I mean, the future looks bright with these folks. The tremendous accomplishments. I have the bittersweet privilege of bringing this night to an end, but I just want to take us back to some of the highlights here. And seeing these scholars shine and everything that they have done to make the most out of their opportunities with a better chance is just so wonderful. Some of you may know or may not know, I am an alumna of the program. I stood on a similar stage many years ago as a scholar, telling my story, and was honored to win an award and continue my journey. So I went from South Central Los Angeles to Kate School, which is a boarding school in California, and then on to Princeton University. Shout out to the Princeton table in the back. Harvard Business School, and I'm now I'm an entrepreneur in the technology and advertising space. So this program changes lives. I am proof, and I have been dedicated to continue to make sure that door is open for other people and generations to come. So I'm gonna go a little bit off script. Scholars, I wanna see all the scholars in the room. If you guys could stand up, and your families, because this is a journey. The families are on this journey with the scholars. I wanna see the scholars and their families. You guys put your hands up in the air. I mean, you guys have done the thing. It is no easy feat to leave your community, to go into schools that are not always welcoming, to excel, and to come out on top. I am so proud of you. I'm so, so proud of you. And to that end, I would love to see all the alumni, A Better Chance alumni, stand up, make some noise. These are alumni across generations. Take a look at the people who are standing up. Talk to them, ask their stories, because they are all living lives of purpose, of power, and they continue to be involved with the organization. I'm going back to the teleprompter, and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing here. So I just think it's important for us to see the power of the organization and the product. So please make sure you introduce yourself to the scholars, their families, and to the alumni. And none of this would be possible without everyone in this room. I really want to express my gratitude for the honorees this evening. So Kurt Van Wagenen, an important number, 25 years of board service for A Better Chance. 25 years. Kurt has been a longtime mentor for me, just always taking my calls when I was a young professional. I didn't know what I was doing, and I wanted to help, and channeling my energy and helping me get involved and mature and give back to the organization in ways that could have impact. I'm just so incredibly grateful. I'm looking around the teleprompter so I can see him. And I really love you, and I really just appreciate all that you've done and how much you have contributed to my journey and my life. And then Courtney Gibson, okay, we're new friends, but girl, we're gonna be besties. Let me tell you what you represent, what you have done, kicking down the doors and showing this next generation everything that they can be. You shine so bright, and you are on a pedestal and a pinnacle of what people can achieve. And I just want to be everywhere with you and introduce you to our scholars and just let them know your journey and your story, because it is so powerful. So thank you so much for being here with us tonight and sharing your gifts and sharing your story and your journey. Whew. And then finally, I don't know how many of you in this room were in New York on September 11th, 2001. I was one of them. And this year marks the 25th anniversary. And I thought, how do we remember this moment in time and remember the people that we loved and who we lost? And I want to thank Troy Dixon, right here, who was Todd's dear friend and roommate at Holy Cross. And I want to thank Uche, who was one of Todd's dear friends at Andover, for helping to establish this Todd Isaac Endowment Fund to recognize the legacy of Todd. He was an extraordinary human being and had so much potential and was gone from us too soon. So it just seemed like a fitting way to recognize this milestone moment and going back to remembering the people that we love. And then I have one final announcement. This year, we are launching a new advisory body for the A Better Chance organization. We are launching the Strategic Leadership Cabinet. This is going to be a group of advisors, trusted advisors, and leaders who've been engaged with the organization for many years. It's going to be under the leadership of Theo Killian. Theo, wave your hand. And Kurt Van Wagenen. We're gonna bring together past honorees, past board members, people who have supported the organization for many years and who want to continue to give back and move the organization forward, especially in these challenging times. So thank you for your leadership, Kurt. Thank you for your leadership, Theo. And there'll be lots more to come from that group. Nights like this remind us that what makes A Better Chance special isn't just the work, it's the people who show up to do it together. And this community is the heart of everything, and you all are the center of that heart. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you to so many of you for the love and support of the organization, for the scholars, for me, for the board. And I just want to recognize a couple more groups before we wrap up and get on to the after party. So I'd love to see the National Advisory Councils stand up and be recognized. The NAC are the young professionals. They're the lifeblood of the next generation. They keep us grounded and connected to our scholars. They're early in their careers, and they're already making an impact for A Better Chance. Many of the National Advisory Council are alumni, so please be sure and talk to them. And then I would like to ask the board of directors to please stand and be recognized. Everybody, I know we did this earlier, but let me tell you, the work we're doing right now, it's no joke. It's hard out there, so these people are standing shoulder to shoulder with me, with the staff, and we are making a difference for these young people, and it makes me so proud for what we're accomplishing. So let's continue the celebration, let's continue the camaraderie, let's continue the community building upstairs on the roof at the after party. Stay, connect, enjoy each other's company, and to everyone in the room, thank you so much, and have a fabulous night. Appreciate you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us at the 2026 Kaleidoscope Ball. Tonight's mission auction raised $157,000. Thank you so much for your generosity. Please make your way upstairs to the rooftop to continue connecting and celebrating our honorees and scholars.